This is a practice video for Foggy Mountain Breakdown by Earl Scruggs. And this is the arrangement by Larry Moore for string orchestra. All right, so we're doing the viola part now, and I'm going to start off just kind of explaining this offbeat stuff at the beginning. Your first page and a couple lines, you guys get to just kind of lay back and do the rhythm section, the boom chick stuff. You're on the offbeats. Watch for the repeat sign that takes you back to the beginning. And other than that, there's not too much to it. So again, if you're feeling in cut time, 2 big beats per measure. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see how fast the whole orchestra can get it up to. But you might get up to. So just keep it short. Just bite the string with the lower half of the bow. And that's all there is to the first page. All right, so let's skip ahead to measure 50. So you guys get some fun stuff now between 50 and 66. So at 50, let's go actually from 50 to 58, and let's slow this way down into 4/4 time to figure out the notes and rhythms. So here's 50 to 58, slow in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So super fun part here, especially once you get it faster. In 51 to measure 52, that is a hook bow. So your tie is already in an up, and then just continue going up at the lower half. Everybody likes to get in too fast on the downbeat of that next measure, so make sure you hold for a full 4 beats or 2 beats, however you're counting. Bow lift, and then wait to the downbeat, and so on. In 56, you have that single little G up bow that's not slurred. It's between the 2 slurs. Keep that in the lower half, and I almost kind of lift up to keep it very short. And that kind of lift also creates energy and moving forward through that measure. So let's try 50 to 58 faster now, feeling it in a slow 2. Shoulder rest falling off. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably go a little faster than that. So if you thought the first page was boring, you can work on some speed fingers in the second page section here. All right, so now 58 looks a little bit like a mess, but it's an easy pattern that's just repeated over and over. So let's start with 58 and 59. So you're starting on a low 2 B flat. Instead of sliding up to a high 2 and possibly going out of tune and hearing that slide in there, let's do a low 3. So you're going to put your third finger on your high 2 tape. Return to the low 2. Stretch out to a high 2 on C. Back to low 2. So you can do that over and over. Now, if you find your 2s are out of tune, you do have that open G in between, right? So it gives you time to reset from a low 2 to a high 2. But you could just do a low 3, like we did in 58, on the C string for that E. Yes, for that E right there. So you've got a low 2 here. Just squish that 3 down. Actually, I find that to be more in tune and a little bit easier to do than switching your 2 back and forth. So you do that over and over, and then coming out of it in 64. And that's all there is to it. So just for practice sake, let's go from 58 to 66 at a moderate speed, and then I'll leave it up to you to work on it, getting it a little faster. So we're going to do a slow 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can play the right rhythm, try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that rhythm at 58 was a little funky in cut time, 1 and 4, so the tie is going into the next measure. As always with cut time, practice it in 4/4 slow at first for a while until you get comfortable with the rhythms, and then start speeding it up. All right, one last kind of funky thing. If you're wondering what that squiggle is, in what measure is that? 74, 3, 2, 1. 71 up to 72. That's a glissando or a slide. So you're going to slide, it's not very far, but you're going to slide from an F sharp up to a G. So you could do this a number of ways. If you like using your pinky, you could start on a low 4 and slide up to a regular 4. If you have a kind of smaller, weaker pinky like me, you can start on a high 3 and just slide it up to your 4th finger tape. So just a little bit of a slide. It looks more dramatic than it is. It's just a half step, and you're just moving from that F sharp to the G. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, let's look at the rhythm in the coda. So in the coda here, let's count this out in 4/4 for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1 and 2, rest. Ooh, that's on 2. There we go. All right, so you have an offbeat in that second last measure. Your last note comes in on the and of beat 2. Let's speed it up more into a cut time feel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And we'll slow down at the end there and maybe add some bow lifts so things are more in down bows. All right, so there is Foggy Mountain Breakdown.